Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. My name is Luz if you're new here. Today I'm going to be using materials from the ESLdiscussion.com website. I go by alphabetical order, so today's topic is going to start with the letter D. I chose dark to be the topic. I'm going to answer 10 questions here, so let's get started. Question 1. What springs to mind when you hear the term dark? When I think about the term dark, I think about the ocean. I don't know how many of you have sailed in the dark, like on a boat. If you look far into the horizon, it's pitch black darkness. So that is what I'm thinking about. That's the image that comes to my mind when I think about the term dark. Question 2. Are you afraid of the dark? Not at all. I don't think I'm afraid of the dark. I think the dark needs to be given a context for it to become scary. So, for example, in my house, I like to turn off all the lights just to save energy. Sometimes I like to have like one little light on the floor on the corridor, but in my bedroom it is completely dark, pitch black. It helps me to sleep, and I feel like there's nothing scary about that. But if I was in a jungle and I spent a few days ago in the jungle and I know there is a lot of danger, so that kind of darkness would scare me because I know there were predators outside. Also, for example, if someone kidnapped me and put me in the dark room, so that context would make me afraid because I know there's a reason why they're subjecting me to the darkness. They don't want me to be seen, or they're taking me somewhere dangerous. So I would be afraid of that. So for me, I feel like darkness needs to be given a context for it to become scary or something to be afraid of. Question 3. Were you afraid of the dark when you were a child? Absolutely not. So when I was a child, I wasn't like a child like who was scared of a lot of things, and especially darkness. Like I said, darkness needs to be given a context. So for me, I grew up in a very safe environment. I never felt like I was in danger of anything. I grew up in the countryside as well, and we had some dogs, but these dogs were really friendly, and there's something about me, like dogs like me. So maybe like the only danger that time would have come from the dogs, but the dogs were really friendly. And we also had like an outhouse that was like a toilet, an outhouse that was a barn that we would have to go to, like to return some tools or do something, and all we needed was a flashlight to just walk back and forth. So I never felt like I was in any type of danger. I also had a lot of people around me who loved me and cared for me deeply, so I was never able to develop a context where darkness had become really scary. I remember sometimes I used to have like nightmares in the dark as a kid with the lights out. But I remember like my parents just telling me, like, if you have a nightmare, just it means like you need to go to the bathroom. So you have a nightmare, you just know you need to go to the bathroom, go to the bathroom and come back and sleep. So that's what happened to me. And it was really effective as well. Question 3. Why do you think people are afraid of the dark? I think people are afraid of the dark for a lot of good reasons. There are a lot of things that happen in the dark that are very bad. Also, if you look at our media today, and as someone who loves to watch horror movies because it's my favorite genre, horror movies, I think like darkness is introduced to the minds of a lot of viewers as the context for like something cynical happening. So that's one reason. So it gives darkness a context that is evil and bad things happen in the dark. Also, like the bad guys would strike in the dark, and I know a lot of people have personal experiences where they're probably kidnapped or put in isolation or something like that. So I think people are definitely afraid of the dark for a lot of good reasons. Question 5. Do you ever get worried alone at night in your house in the dark? Not at all. Not at all. Because alone at night in my house in the dark is what is supposed to be happening. So if I'm at home, I need to sleep, I'm tired, it's the end of the day. So no, I just feel like darkness introduces the end of the day, and I need to sleep and relax and rest. And also, like in my house, I'm not expecting like strangers or bad people to burst in. I feel like I have nothing to worry about alone at night in the dark in my house. Absolutely not. When I introduce darkness in my house at night, I feel like it's for a reason. I've been looking at the cameras and lights just frying my eyes all day long. So when I introduce it, it's for the purposes of relaxation. So that really puts me at ease. Question 5. How does the dark make you feel? I think the dark makes me feel very relaxed. If you think about it, when you close your eyes, it's really dark in there. And that's how we're able to sleep and disconnect from the world and whatever's happening. So for me, I think the dark makes me really feel relaxed, makes me feel calm, want me to stay in just one place. I don't want to move around in the dark because that's not what it's meant for. But I feel like people who want to like go exploring out in the dark are doing something that is the opposite of what is supposed to be happening in the dark. You're supposed to stay still. And now we have a lot of technology and we can look at the womb of a pregnant woman to see what is happening, and the baby is just like in the darkness and the water, just calm, swimming, growing, developing. So yes, I feel like the dark makes me feel very relaxed. Question 7. What kinds of things do you like to do in the dark? So in the dark, I like to relax. I like to close my eyes, and especially like this week, I've been obsessing about this dress that I need to get for a party that's coming up in April. So all I can think about is this dress and how I'm gonna style it. And I'm also like meditating, trying to relax, and I'm trying to be thankful about my day. I also have a lot of things I have to do on a daily basis, so I need to plan. So that's also another thing I'm doing in the dark nowadays. But like at the top of my mind, every time I'm in the dark, it's usually at night on my bed, and I'm recently just thinking about this one dress that's gonna get to me around the 9th of April. And fingers crossed, guys, I'm probably gonna show you guys this dress. It's beautiful, it's white, it's lace. You guys are gonna love it. I'm gonna show it to you. Question 8. When was the last time you sat alone in the dark? So I sat alone in the dark last night because I like to just take some time to think about how my day was, think about what I need to do in the next day, and I also like to think about what is really exciting to me at that moment in time. And like I mentioned, it's my dress that I need to get, so, and how I'm gonna style it. So I'm really, really thinking about that. So last night in the dark, that's what I was thinking about. Question 9. Do people ever keep you in the dark about their plans? All the time, all the time. So I am one of those people who doesn't really pay attention to a lot of what other people are doing because I have so much on my plate, and I feel like a lot of people have a lot on their plate too. So I appreciate when they don't tell me about everything they're doing, because I don't feel like they need my input at all. So for me, I'm really excited for them to like keep their plans to themselves. I'm also a person who really keeps my plans to myself, and when I need to like interact with people, we're just in a very relaxed setting, enjoying a drink, nice food, and it's just a relaxing environment. So for me, just being kept in the dark, I just feel is not for a bad reason, and this is what should be happening. Question 10. What would life be like if it was never dark? I think we would really miss the stars, we would miss the moon, we would miss the darkness, but probably we would never even know what darkness was if it was never dark. But having said that, I know a lot of people just go about their day, they don't care about the stars, they don't care about the moon. So I'm not sure that our life would be impacted at all if it suddenly turned bright and it was never dark. I don't think anything would change at all. And this is really, really sad. I think we need to slow down, take it in, even on the weekends, just go out, check out the stars, relax, check out the moon. But life is really busy and there's not a lot of time left in the day to just like stare out into the stars and the moon. Unfortunately. Alright guys, so that's it for me. Speak soon. Bye bye.